Hello, everybody. It is the 12th day of Christmas. Okay. It is also Graham here with the latest updates on the beta launch of We Share Abundance. And we should be streaming live on Twitch, YouTube, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And that's where I'm going to head over in just a moment to check that we are, in fact, streaming live. Okay. But wherever you're watching from, whichever platform, whichever continent, whichever country, whatever sex you are, whatever nationality you are, whatever education level you are, whatever anything else you are, welcome. Okay? Everybody here is really welcome and accepted as equal and given equal respect. And I'm heading to Facebook now and looking for the We Share Abundance Publicly group. And when I've found that, if I scroll down, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. We should be broadcasting live. And it is, as I say, January the 5th, 2022, 12th night. Okay, and let's have a look. We've got comments as well. We've got Dave Jackson from London, UK at the top of the comments list, followed by Ikini from Nigeria, Syed from Pakistan, Russ from northeastern England, Newcastle, Werner from South Africa, Kingsley from Manchester, UK, Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA, Akpomed, I always get in trouble with this name, Akpomedei, I think, apologies if it's not very well pronounced, from Nigeria. We've got Peter from Peter Stokesbury. I was going to say from UK, but I don't think you're UK, are you, Peter? Carl from New Zealand, Andrew from New Zealand, Martin from St Helens, UK, Peter Kingsholm. Who was the other Peter, though? The other Peter was somebody else, wasn't it? Peter Stokesbury. I don't think Peter Stokesbury is UK, but we have Peter Kingston from Kettering, UK. And then we've got Al Hassan from Ghana. Deborah, we've already introduced from Southern Alabama. Russ is letting me know that I am, in fact, broadcasting and you can hear me. Thank you. Then we've got Ramachandra, who has been in India for a long time. Might be a long time still. No, I think this COVID thing will be gone in 3 months. I honestly do. These epidemics, with or without vaccines, last 2 years. By that time, nature has thrown its hand in and said, okay, enough of this. This was too disruptive, too dominant. It needs squashing. Okay. And that's what happens. And that's what this Omicron variant is doing. It's making it far more contagious, but far less troublesome, dangerous, whatever you want to call it. And what it will do in effect, it will downgrade it to the same level as flu or the common cold or any of these things that we live with on a consistent basis. There's usually about 100 years between these big epidemics, and historically they've always lasted for about 2 years. Okay, so we're looking towards the end of it, and my honest belief is that nature takes care of itself, and Omicron is its way of doing it, and the panic will all be over in a few months. So live life happily. Okay, where are we? We got Norman from Doncaster, Peter Stokesbury from Portugal. How about that? I knew it was somewhere special, but I couldn't remember where. And I believe it's somewhere near Sylvie, I think, in Portugal. And I'm hoping to get there in the not too distant future. Probably similar area, but I'd like to be a little bit more coastal. And then we've got Richard from Devon, and we've got Michael from the Bahamas. If a new member joins, this is from Ramachandra. If a new member joins, we share abundance today before the launch of SOAP program. Will they qualify for the free giveaway EBB membership? Yeah, that's a simple answer to a very good question. Yeah, no problem. All active members at the time, and I'll be talking about active membership in a moment, but all active members at the time that we go live with it, be given a membership. Yeah. I see my status login inactive, then I send support ticket to Deviani, solve this issue. Now it show active status. Yeah, you're not on your own, but I'll cover it in a moment, Syed. Okay, right. We are 8 minutes in. I was a couple of minutes late. I do apologise. Been a busy day, but I've lost a day of work with We Share Abundance, really. I've done little bits and pieces, but the majority of the day has been spent trying to sort out my vehicle. I had my old reliable Vauxhall Vectra, which died on me a couple of weeks back, and I've been the people have had to come and pick that up because it's frankly not worth repairing. It was 15 years old and had been a great servant, but it was beyond economic repair. So I've had to organise that to be picked up. And then the other vehicle, which I bought, fortunately, some time back, it was somebody who just wanted to unload a left-hand drive vehicle, and I thought, oh, that would be ideal for me when I go to drive through and arrive in Portugal, which I was planning to do about 2 years ago. But then this COVID thing hit. But that vehicle, because it was low cost for what it was, very low mileage, low cost, it had some defects, and with it being a North American vehicle, it was difficult to get parts. So that all got sorted out probably over 12 months ago now, since that got sorted out for the most part. But there has been an oil seal leak, and to get somebody to say, okay, I'll fix it, has not been easy, because most of the garages say, oh no, we don't handle US vehicles, or we don't handle automatic gearboxes, or whatever excuse they come up with. They don't want to know. But fortunately, a new garage, it's been there for years, but it's been taken over by somebody who was a mobile mechanic in the nearest village to us, really. It's about 5 miles away. Said, yeah, I'm happy to handle US vehicles. I've worked on them before. So I had to go down there, take that in. He had to have a look at it. He said, yeah, I know what it is, but I'll have to get you a quote on parts and things. So that's where we are now. But it's taken up a long time, a lot of the day. So there we go. I'm new here. Can someone put me through, please? Just keep going through the website, Emondium, or Henrietta, whichever name you are. I imagine Henrietta is your first name. So just go through the website, watch all the videos, read everything you can, particularly the FAQ page, and it'll give you a good idea. But there's not much you need to do. Just keep logging in and reading any messages you get. And then we've got Thubsa from South Africa. Okay, let's get started. And we always start, unless I'm errant, with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member may find the joy of service. And through that service, Lord, bless each member that they may attract into their life everything that they need and want from you. Amen. Okay. And we've got more from Portugal in. You're not on your own, Peter. We've got Joel, but he's in central Portugal, up in the mountains to the east of Coimbra. Right. Where are we? Okay. Yeah, active membership. This is a very important part of our process going forward. And we put it in and we thought we had it right. But Devyani said the only way to test this is to put it up on and then see if we get any comments back. And if it's not right, we can identify these people and see why things aren't right. Okay, so that is exactly what happened. There were a lot of people that should have been active that weren't showing as active. I don't know what the exact figures are now, but we'll have to get those. But initially we said there was only 6,600 or something. I can't remember what the number was. Active members. But it looks like that was understated, and I believe, and I say I believe because, like I say, today I've been missing quite a lot, but I got a report from Devyani. I believe it's now been corrected and it should be right. So if you're not showing as active, and what does active mean? It means you logged in a minimum of 2/3 of your available days last month. If you joined this month, you're automatically active because you couldn't possibly have logged in any days, could you? So that's automatically you're active if you join this month. But if you logged in 2/3 of your available days in December, then you should be showing as active in your dashboard. And if you're not, we need to know because we think we've fixed it. Okay, so that is where we're up to. Joel says he shows us inactive. Try refreshing, Joel, and then if you're still inactive, put in a ticket, please. If we've still got problems, we still need to fix it, and it is slowing things down, but we need to get it right. Okay, it's very important. So that is one of the things. Anyway, let's just have a look. There were a lot of tickets that have been answered as well. Devyani cleared all the tickets that had been issued to her. A lot of them had to do with the mailbox, and there are things that need fixing in the mailbox, and we know when Devyani wants to do it because she's getting all these tickets, we'll have to talk about it with her tomorrow. And we'll have to also make sure this active membership is correct. It will, unfortunately, slightly delay the development of the SOAP program, and that, if that is the case, well, that is the case. It's something we have to do, but we will get it sorted out. Syed says he's also, oh no, he's showing it as active. Okay. So anybody that is still showing as inactive, log out, log in again. If it still shows as inactive and you believe that you should be active because you either joined this month or you did log in a minimum of 21 days in December, then please put in a ticket, because we need to identify the individual people, and that way we can highlight exactly what is going wrong and fix it for everybody in the future. Okay. Russ Cowley showing as active, he says. Good. I know a lot of you it will be correct for. Hopefully, most of you it'll be correct for. We will then get a new count on it, and we'll make sure that things are right, because going forward, it is very important. It's going to be very beneficial to those people that were active at the end of December. In many ways, which will be revealed as we progress through the year. Okay, so there it is. If you are showing as inactive and you believe that you should be showing as active because you logged in a minimum of 21 days in December, then put in a ticket. So it means SOAP will not develop this month. No, it doesn't mean that at all. It just means it will be delayed by a number of days. But we'll get it done as quickly as we can. But SOAP also depends on the active status of members being correct. There's, it affects a lot of things. So we've got to make sure things are right. Because you can't build on rocky foundations. That's perhaps not the best expression, is it? You can't build on shaky foundations. Suppose if you're building on rock, you can't build on sand. It's got to be solid. It's got to be rock, and we will be rock solid when we're building that SOAP program. And unfortunately, if it's delayed a couple of days, then it will be. Okay, so that is where we are on the development. It may all be sorted tomorrow. From the message I got from Devyani, she thinks it will be sorted tomorrow. Not necessarily the mailbox, but mailbox issues, depending on how critical they are, I would prefer to be left until we got the SOAP program launched. So I need to know exactly what Devyani thinks are the issues with the mailbox. Basically, if you are sending messages, it should be okay. If you are reading messages and saving or deleting them after reading them, it should be okay. And if those functions are operating correctly, anything else I would like to put on hold until we've got the SOAP program working. But I need to discuss it with Devyani. So that'll be in my sort of list of to-do things tomorrow. We'll be sorting that out. One thing I want to cover is I am very privileged to be a part of what's going on here and to help with the coordination of the setup of this community and what it stands for and how we'll get there moving forward. But I want you to understand it's not about me. I'm just a coordinator. I'm just saying, okay, this needs to be done. Who can we find to do it? And we're finding people from all over the place that come in and put things together. And that's what's important. And once my role in this has been fulfilled, there will not be a need for me personally in here. But there will always be a need for people to help govern the community, to respond to community needs, evaluate them, and see if it's beneficial to the whole community, and if it is, to implement new strategies. We will need to have a constitution in a similar way that the United States has a constitution, something that is there, which are the ground rules that will always have to be adhered to in anything that goes on moving forward. But it'll be time for me to step to one side. It doesn't mean that I won't be available. It just means that my importance, if you can call it that, will be totally diminished because the part I've had to play will have already been done. In the meantime, I know a lot of people, maybe not the people that are actually on the live here, but there's a lot of people that are members that feel that I only started this to run third-party programs from which I am profiting massively. The third-party programs that we're promoting, first of all, are all free to join. There have been some people that have upgraded in Chainmail, or no, what was it called? Chainmine, which appears to have got lost, gone. It's still there, but it's not paying out. Will it do in the future? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. The probability is that it won't, and it will eventually just disappear, but we don't know that at this stage. But that was always made very clear and plain that it may disappear at any time. Having said that, Chainmine is the program that we've made most money from so far in all the programs that we've been involved in. We made $500 and something in Chainmine. Not enough for me to run off and retire on in luxury, okay? We've also made $52.50 in Tapestry. I believe Tapestry will grow month after month after month as people start to see the value that there is there. But currently, that's it, $52.50. So you can take 550 or whatever it is we made from Chainmine and add another 50 to it from Tapestry. And essentially, that's all we've made out of those programs so far. The 5 billion sales looks promising, and despite their problems, because they've had to move people out of the office and change the server setup because of that, they are now in a position where they believe they can start the clock on the countdown to launching their program again. And that could be more lucrative than those other two programs, depending on how many people take that up. We've got a huge downline there, 250,000 people in our downline through 16 levels, but will they all say, okay, I'm in for this? And it's not going to cost anything, but they have to use whatever system is implemented to browse with, so that they can be paid, and that each member that opts in will get paid. I think it works out at $401.50 a year. But the big news is, if they're personally referred by us, we get $100 a year, I think, from those direct referrals, and we get $5 on each of the other 15 levels below our personal referrals. So that could provide significant income. But currently, we have a total income from these third-party programs of $600. So if you think I started this to get rich from third-party programs, I would be the biggest failure on this planet, I think. Those third-party programs are initially there to help you while we get things sorted out, make some cash, and hopefully generate a little bit of income for the We Share Abundance as a whole anyway, because I regard all those funds as for the members. So what's happened to the $500 or $600 or whatever it is? Well, we rolled that into the IPC plan, which is automated Forex, not just Forex, it trades in commodities and various other things, but mainly Forex and commodities program. And that is currently running at, I don't know, over 1% a day interest. There is also referral income and things on that. And so potentially that could outstrip what we made on Chainmine, which was $500. And it could outstrip what we made so far on Tapestry and what we will make in the future. There is a potential for it to make quite a lot of money. But at the moment, it's just there, and hopefully it will build as it is doing. It's totally passive income. And I've not had time to sort of work out figures or anything today on that. But even without referrals, it's over 1% per day. I think it's probably over 1.5% per day. And that's a very good return. And it looks to be very solid in the way it's set up and everything else. In its registrations in Canada, USA, and in Europe. And that is where we are with the third-party programs. Hopefully, they will start to kick in more, both for you guys and with us as the sort of umbrella program, if you like, generating more money to put into We Share Abundance. You see, my role in We Share Abundance, as I've said, is just in the coordination now of getting a few things set up. I'm just a dog's body, a coordinator, nothing more. And as soon as possible, once again, that needs to be handed over so that we have a progressive system that will take us through generations. But that can't be done until We Share Abundance is sustainable. And it's never been sustainable because everything that we've had in funds has been paid out to members in benefits, one way or another. Withdrawals. An awful lot of money was paid out in withdrawals in the first 6 months. After that, it tailed off and then it became unsustainable. We found mistakes that we'd made. Mistakes that I'd made, if you like. Let's clarify that. But we have to get that now into a sustainable situation that can be aided by income from third-party programs. We only need something like $10,000 a month to cover the administration costs, fees, server costs, development costs, and all this sort of thing. But we don't have even 1,000 a month coming in at the moment, so that has to be met. And until that is able to be met from We Share Abundance or the third-party programs, it would be impossible to hand that over to a committee, a government, whatever you want to call them, because it would be unfair to put that burden on them when it's not sustainable. So one of the goals from these third-party programs is to put money in towards that. Like I say, if we can make just 10,000 a month, we've pretty much covered things. If as well we can generate income through the SOAP program, I know that you don't perhaps understand all the figures behind it and everything else, but that will be made more clear, because that is what my life is concentrating on. My day, my everything that I do is geared towards getting that sorted out and available as soon as possible on the front end, what the prospects will see, what the members will see, how it explains things, how it will be seamlessly running through and helping people understand exactly what We Share Abundance is about. But once that is incorporated and is up and running, then all the projected forecasts for that program indicate that it will get us into a position of sustainability. And that being the case, then we can happily say, you know, okay, let's move on. Let's get this government formed. Let's get it run as a proper country. And I can step aside. I can still help with ideas. I can still put in the time that is needed to assist in any way that I can. But the main coordination will have been completed. We will have a sustainable and wonderful opportunity to bring to the world. And that is where we're headed. And I just wanted to update you on those things, because I do get emails and support tickets, and I know that a lot of people are thinking things that don't put in these emails and support tickets. So I wanted to address it, because we've always had the ideal of being totally transparent about what's going on. We are building something for generations. You're an important part of that. We can't build it without you. But it's not a get rich quick plan. It's not here today, gone tomorrow. Nearly everything that you see online at the moment will not be there in 3 years' time. The things that are there in 3 years' time will either be dormant or flourishing. Most of them will be dormant. 1 or 2 will be flourishing, and we'll be amongst those that are flourishing. We've already been around for a long, long time in an evolution. I know some of you think we only started in March of 2020. But this project has been ongoing for nearly 20 years. And it's been going for, I think, 8 years in very much a charitable sort of ideology. And when we set it up with simple fast cash, and we did raise money and pay thousands of dollars to save the children every month. Not multiple thousand, not tens of thousands, but we were paying over $1,000 a month to save the children. But it wasn't helping the members as much as I wanted to. It was just like a conventional business where most people failed and some people did well. And we were running it as a business, and the only difference was that the profits, instead of going into the pockets of the people that set it up, me essentially, they were gone. They were given to charity. So that was probably 8 years ago, something like that, and it's been a steady evolution from then. And there was an evolution before that as well, but that is where we are, and that's what we're doing, and we will persist, and we will get there. And I wholeheartedly believe, I know, I have faith that the SOAP program is going to help millions of families throughout the world. It's going to help We Share Abundance to flourish. It's going to help the existing members become very wealthy, although that has never been the particular aim of We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is set up to help people that are living below the poverty line find hope and a way to get above the poverty line. But inevitably, it will create many, many very wealthy people as a byproduct of that. Largely members that got in the early stages and have been fortunate enough to acquire tokens at low rates, buy nest eggs, all this sort of thing. They've got stacks of tokens stuck away there that are going to be really, really valuable. And you're going to start seeing that as soon as we get this SOAP program launched and start moving. And so you're going to see that happening in a big way in the first 3 months. When I say in a big way, you're going to see the changes, you're going to see the development, you're going to see the increase. And it's going to be ongoing from there. But it's going to take those first 3 months of this year for that to become totally evident. And that's where we're going, and that's what we're doing. And my job at the moment in this coordination is in getting together, putting together the marketing platform, if you like, for the SOAP program, which will include pages that you can use to promote the program, whether it's on traffic exchanges or simply sending people your email link, your affiliate link to that page. There will be an opportunity to build email lists through an autoresponder. There will be automated follow-up emails that are pre-written and they're loaded. All you've got to do is activate the system. There will be a progression through to show people how it works, and that is what I'm working on currently. And I lost a day on it today, but I'm going to put in extra hours, and my aim is to get that to a few of our senior members to sort of go through by the end of this coming weekend. And they'll be able to pick holes in it, and we can then make changes to it as necessary. We want that all in place when the SOAP program is launched. We need the development in because we need that all working automatically when people come through, so that they can go through the process, but it's all linked into the back office. So that's where we are, and that's what we're doing. And if the projected numbers from that are anything close to the projections when we actually test, then it will put us into a sustainable position within a few months. And then I become unneeded. I can be replaced, and as I say, I will always be available to help in any way that I can, but I won't be needed in the same capacity that I'm in now, trying to coordinate things and move things along. Okay, so that's where we're headed. That's where we're headed, and we're headed in that direction so that we can build this as a generational program, not as something that's going to be around for 2 or 3 years, something that's going to be huge. It's going to be colossal. It's going to be, it's going to be looked at like Amazon and Facebook and eBay and, these other major sites. They're going to, when they talk about them, they're going to say, and we share abundance. And that's where we're going. And that's what's going to happen. And that is what's going to benefit particularly all the existing members. Okay. So that's me off my soapbox. Where are we? Let's have a look at where we were. Let's see if we can. I remember seeing Syed saying he's excited looking forward to the launch. Somebody else saying they're showing as active. Somebody saying Chalward Piggle, and whatever that means. No idea. No clear future of We the Abundant. Not pathetic. Thank you for your confidence. Goodbye. Okay. There's a message from Chainmine's CEO. Is there? Okay. We're sorry we received a lawsuit against our company on Thursday, the 30th of December. We were told to stop activities on the site until the investigation is over. Some of our investors sued us over the blockchain issue. We had a few months which wasn't our fault, but immediately we conclude this investigation. We will restart payments from the 5th of January without extra pay. Confirmation of pending purchase hardware be massively carried. We might also pay out on old investors without them paying because we are being forced to do that. Send $21 in Bitcoin to the following Bitcoin address. You've got to be joking. Do not do that, folks. Do not do that. Okay. I would strongly advise against sending any additional funds to Chainmine. If they do what they say they're going to do, they don't need your additional funds, and it should not be there. Sounds very scammy to me, that. Okay. Will there be any promotion? Oops, gone. Where's that gone? Facebook moved it. Will there be any promotional material available, i.e. banners for soap? Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Probably the banners will come after the weekend. They're easy to do once we've got everything else in place. But they'll be there before we are able to launch the soap program, because we if we have everything in place, that's fine. We're just waiting them for the development. And then we've got Papua New Guinea. Hi there. Okay. Yeah, as I say, on Chainmine, do not send any funds. I've seen that before, you know. Okay, we owe you $1,000, but we need $30 from you, and we'll release your $1,000. Boom, gone. You're out of pocket another $20, $30 or whatever it is they ask for. Don't do it. If they are honourable, they will honour your situation without you sending them any more cash. Okay. The big one really at the moment is 5 billion sales is going to be launching probably sometime this month. We don't have the countdown up there yet, but they've been able to change things around so that they can operate the thing with their staff working from home, as has been required for crazy reasons. But there you go. The other thing is, if you want to get involved in IPC, I believe it's a good solid program, but do your own due diligence. The minimum is 120, but ideally you need $200, because at 120 you're not getting the same profit level as you are if you put in $200. They have 3 levels of bot, if you like. One is $20, one's $40, and one's $100. And the $100 one is the one that gets you the biggest profits. I have a Telegram group set up for questions and things in about the IPC program. If you're in that group, just keep it to IPC. It's not anything to do with We Share Abundance. So don't bring in We Share Abundance questions into the Telegram group. Similarly, the Facebook group is for We Share Abundance. We don't want to see questions for IPC in there. Keep them separate. They are totally separate. It's a third-party program. It's nothing that I have any control over. I am like anybody else that joins it, just a member, hoping that it will do what it says. Okay? Trust is a funny thing, isn't it? I read a quote once, not too long ago, that said, how do you learn to trust somebody? Trust them. And that has been my policy always. And because of it, have I been scammed? Yeah, probably more than the average person online, more times. I will always give somebody my trust. But I don't expect anything from them. So if my trust is misplaced, I'm not disappointed because I didn't have any expectations. If my trust is validated, that's a bonus, and that's the way it is. So I'm happy to trust anybody, and I will continue to trust anybody, regardless of background, past, situations, anything else. That doesn't bother me at all. It's how they respond to the trust that I place in them. But I have no expectations in that trust. I say, I trust you. That's it. That's the end of it. Boom. Do I expect anything from them? No. And that way, I'm not disappointed if things don't work out the way that most people would have wanted. And I move on happily. Okay. I gave my trust. It wasn't appreciated. Okay. No big deal. There's always another person to trust, and most people are trustworthy. Occasionally, you're going to get ripped off, and I've been ripped off more than, as I say, more than the average person, because that has always been my philosophy, and it always will be. And I don't care if I get ripped off now and again, because it's just a part of the way that I approach life, if you like. So I think it's a good way to go about things. You will find that the vast majority of people that you give trust to will be grateful and respond appropriately. You will find that some people abuse that trust, and that happens. And you just try and learn from it. You're not upset by it, but you try and learn from it in a way that you can plug a hole, perhaps, in something that you've allowed people to do. And that's my philosophy anyway. Okay, right. Let's see, Syed. Last time you got a loan from people, did you refund back or not with double amounts? Not yet, no. If you placed a loan, you would know. Because last time you tell us you get funds from somewhere else, $1,000. Did you get it or not? No. If I had it, I would have repaid people. But if you're not involved in that side, why are you asking? It's really got nothing to do with you. That loan program request was something that was offered, requested it's gone. It was closed, and there was a time specified that we were hoping to cover those loans. But if you didn't make a loan, then it's got nothing to do with you. And if your referral didn't make a loan, it's got nothing to do with him either. And if he did make a loan, then he can always approach me. Okay? Right. So that pretty much covers it. We've gone through everything. And we are, as I say, looking forward to Epiphany tomorrow. If you don't know what Epiphany is, you can look it up on Google or in your Bible. It's probably easier to look up on Google. But today is 12th night, and it was the day that my mother always insisted that the Christmas decorations came down. It was bad luck to take them down before 12th night, and it was certainly even worse bad luck to leave them up after 12th night. So today is the end of the 12 days of Christmas, and in case you didn't know what it was, on the 12th day of Christmas my true love sent to me 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. So we can all get in together now without me trying to do it on my hands because I got totally mixed up. But it's the 12 days of Christmas. On the 12th day of Christmas my true love sent to me 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, and that's it. There are better people in the world. Do not let the worst do the worst to you. You deserve the best in life. You are We Share Abundance, and there is no We Share Abundance without you. Yeah, We Share Abundance is every one of us. It is a community. It is not one person. You are all unique. Because of your uniqueness, you have amazing value. And it's lovely to see Lizmo in here, by the way. She is a very staunch member of We Share Abundance, does an awful lot of work behind the scenes, deserves your appreciation. And yep, you are We Share Abundance. We are all We Share Abundance. We all have unique qualities. Bringing those unique qualities together in our community gives us the strength that we need to achieve the mission and goals that we have to banish poverty on a global scale. God bless you all. I'll see you all same time, same place tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being We Share Abundance. I love you all, and 2022 is going to be an amazing year. It may take a week or so longer than we hoped. It doesn't matter. We're getting there. We're not here for the short term. We are here for generations. God bless you all. See you all same time, same place tomorrow. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, and all